Leo, welcome to your weekly Sidereal forecast for August 24th through the 30th. My name is Athen. So we have a full moon this week, and it's happening in your 7th house of one-on-one connections and relationships. You guys had a new moon in your 1st house last week or 2 weeks ago, depending on when you're watching this video. So now a culmination of a lot of the things that you guys set off on, or you're feeling good about, passionate about. Happy birthday to you, Leos, who have your birthday this week. And relationships, I think, will be the high point, especially as we approach Saturday. So for those of you who set off on new relationship sort of things over the past 6 months, this can be a culmination point of that. It's going to be conjuncting up to Neptune, so it is an importance of going with the flow and trusting and having this sort of divine connection to those in your life. And this is all relationships, by the way, but having that empathy, that non-physical connection on that spiritual level, which is so important and is sort of transforming your guys' relationship sector with Neptune transiting here, and has been for many years. So being aware of that, I think you guys certainly can with the full moon conjuncting Neptune. A lot of that sort of higher spiritual energy coming in through empathy, through those one-on-one connections, and acceptance and unconditional love and all of that Neptunian stuff. And yeah, this will be also a culmination of a lot of the new beginnings that you guys set off on since your new moon 2 weeks ago. So if you guys set off on new drives, new ambitions, new goals, things of that nature, this can be a culmination point of that. A lot of these things will be culminating in about 6 months when you have a full moon in Leo. But yeah, it's great to continue to pursue those things. You'll be able to see yourself very clearly this week. Who you are, your identity, how others see you, your goals, your drives, things like that. It's a good time to feel good, look good, and that's kind of a reflective thing. Venus is retrograde, so you're kind of redoing the way you guys need to look, maybe on that public level, which is Venus ruling that 10th, or at work or career. Reflecting on how you guys are communicating, how you're coming across, things like that also. But yeah, it's a good time for you guys. You guys have Jupiter in your 1st house. There should be plenty of opportunities for you to expand your horizons. The sun does conjunct up to Jupiter here Tuesday through Thursday of this week. So maybe some more new beginnings, some more opportunities to expand those horizons. And Jupiter does naturally rule that self-expression, so there can be some passionate with that. And some positive transformation also with Jupiter, who naturally rules that 8th house of yours. So I think you guys are seeing things, very acutely, and there's a lot of passion perhaps. And this is, of course, general, depending on your personal chart. But I'd certainly tap into that, especially if you guys are feeling good, looking good, going after, what you desire, what you want in life, and just having that positive outlook can really go a long ways with this kind of configuration. Now, also this early part, Tuesday through Thursday, Mercury does sextile up to Saturn. So there is this sharpness of intellect about the material security of your life, maybe the finances, assets, your values in life. Over the past 2 years, the North Node has been transiting this part of your chart. So it's been increasingly important for you guys to pursue more material security and to have more of that sort of, take on life being of material enjoyment, because that's an important part of life, and to have a good stability there. So whether you've been feeling that personally or not, that's been the North Node transiting. And so now with Mercury going over that North Node in your 2nd house, it's a really good week to pursue more of those 2nd house matters, whether it's financial or otherwise, or enjoying the simple life, whatever is directing you towards your life path. And there's going to be a life path shift for a lot of us with Mercury going over the North Node, and I think it will have a lot to do with, again, those values. So see that, be open to learning. I think that's important, and reflect on your values even. What's really important to you in life, that kind of thing. And that can really prompt not only this life path, but that's a nice aspect up to Saturn. It means you guys can get quite a bit done with any intentions that you do set, especially of the planning variety or communicative or learning, which is Mercury. So this is going back to Saturn in your 3rd house. So hopefully you guys are putting in that hard work with your communications, with daily things, your correspondence, what have you. And that can be going quite well this week. And that can, again, be supporting a lot of these 2nd house shifts and changes for you. So that's the aspects. There's only 3 major aspects this week. The highlight will be that full moon, especially for you Leos. That's in your 7th house, culminating in Aquarius. And having that empathy, seeing that balance will be important this week, balancing a lot of this energy on self with your relationships and finding the middle path with that, really seeing that they're really not even different. They're one and the same, that we're all very similar, actually. How you can give more, focusing on giving is very important for you Leos right now. And yeah, Venus will be getting closer to Mars, by the way. They'll go conjunct next week, which will be right on the cusp of your first house, depending on your guys' individual ascendants, but still right on the cusp between Cancer and Leo. So that can be quite, passionate. This is masculine and feminine energy in the first house. Going into next week, you guys can certainly enjoy more assertion, more action, more activity, passion in relationships, whether it's romantic or otherwise. This can be a good time for those things. So some things to consider with that. But like I said, this week is mostly this first house energy, your second house, along with that third house, and the full moon in the 7th. So have a good one, Leo. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. If you're new to this form of astrology, do check the description, because your sign might be different if you're used to just the what's called tropical astrology. And yeah, have a good one. Talk to you guys next time. Take care.